Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. So it's a beautiful spring day here, so I'm out getting some chores done around the farm. My plan for today is to get our indoor arena raked, then I'm going to clean up our manure pile area, and then probably do some work cleaning up our fence lines. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get our arena drag hooked up and we'll head into the arena and start raking. We have the Pat's Easy Change system on the 3-point hitch of this tractor, so I want to go ahead and show you while I'm switching implements just how easy it makes it to take something on and off of your 3-point hitch. So you just open the clips. You can see it has a hook that just, when it lifts up, it hooks onto the pin of your implement, and then this piece locks closed to hold it on. So then to unhook it, you just open this and drop your 3-point hitch down, and it just lets go of the pin of your implement. So you can see how much easier it is to hook up and unhook your implement with these Pat's Easy Change system for your 3-point hitch. You don't have to wrestle your implement around to try to get your 3-point hitch onto the pins. You just back up to it, lift it up, and it hooks right onto the pin, and then you just lock it shut, put your tom flake on, and you're good to go. Alright, so this is our indoor riding arena. A big part of our business is riding lessons and horse boarding. We did have a fire back in the fall, so we lost our entire horse stall portion of our building. So we're operating everything out of our riding arena and a small barn off the side of it. Up until the fire, we had about 40 horses here, and we're down to about 22 right now with a few boarders and our lesson horses. So we have temporary stalls set up on 2 sides of our indoor arena, and then we have another smaller 36 by 36 building off of here. So we will be rebuilding in the near future. The insurance process and everything has been pretty dragged out, but hopefully within the next month or so we'll be starting rebuild. We're going to convert this building into a 34 stall barn and then build a new bigger arena next to it. I'll probably do a video just on what we plan to rebuild and going through what happened and just a tour of how we're doing everything in the near future. But for now, we're going to rake the arena. The riding area in here is probably about 45 by 110 right now. The overall building is 60 by 120, but with the stalls, it's cut down fairly small. So we usually always use the L2501 to rake it just because it is pretty tight in here, and even with that it doesn't do quite as good of a job as if we had the whole area and we're able to maneuver in a normal pattern to rake it. But we're going to go ahead and we'll get started with that. I'll go over what we use to rake it, and we'll get started raking. So to rake our arena, we use a Sundown Arena-Vator arena drag. We just recently purchased this. Up until then, we used just a regular like drag harrow behind our quad or a York rake. And this thing, even in this smaller space where you can't maneuver as well to do a thorough job, this thing works really well. It has the tines which kind of dig in and fluff the dirt up. And then it has the bar that levels it and the roller on the back that smooths it out and conditions the surface. This thing, it just makes a world of difference over the regular drag or a York rake. So one of the big things with this, it takes a little bit of time to adjust it right so it works right in your footing. And then every time you put it on, you kind of have to adjust your top link a little bit to make sure it's angled right. So we're going to go ahead and do that now, and then we'll get started raking. just finished raking the arena, so I'm going to pull out, toss the bucket on the tractor, and then we're going to go push the manure and get the manure pile cleaned up. So I just finished cleaning up the manure. You may have noticed the bucket on this tractor is a lot bigger than what would typically come with an L2501. So it's actually the bucket off of our 7060. When we bought this tractor, we weren't really planning on doing much loader work with it, so we figured the two tractors can just share a bucket. This bucket is a lot bigger and heavier than what would typically come on this tractor though. So whenever we have it on here, we always put something on the back. This tractor doesn't have loaded tires either. It's something we probably will do eventually just because it's really light without them. But usually when I'm moving the manure, I just keep the rake on the back. It's fairly big and heavy, so it does a pretty good job of balancing it out. So my plan was to clean up the fence lines of our horse pastures once I finished up with the arena and the manure, but it's starting to cloud up and rain lightly. So I think I'm going to save that for tomorrow. For now, I'm just going to hop on the bigger tractor, throw the forks on it, and I have a pallet of bedding to unload. And then once I do that, I'll probably be done outside for the day since it's looking like the weather's going to turn to rain. I was hoping to get a lot more done today, but the weather just didn't want to cooperate, so it's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.